This video will show the final assembly. It's a good overview of how the starfighter fits together. It uses components created step by step in the upcoming videos. The second video shows the cockpit, wings, and prongs. The third video shows the frame and everything else. Now I'll start the final assembly, and we'll begin with the stand and the frame that we made earlier. So this. And first we'll take the lower tail, and I showed how this went together before. And it will mount up underneath this frame. And so we'll go like so. And then it just rests at a perfect angle here. Then the next I'll take the cockpit. And I showed earlier how this cockpit section went together. And it will mount here on top of the frame. Like that. And the cockpit is resting, just getting some extra support for the angle, just right on this tile. So that's why we had those jumpers and that tile sitting across the front. And then around the cockpit, we'll take this component which we made earlier. It's kind of cowl, which will fit right around the top like this. And on both sides, we'll come into the bottom of those Technic bricks. So looks like that. And then in the front, we have this component that we made earlier. And it will just go right in place here. So. And then on each side, we have this bit we put together earlier, the inverted slope, 18-degree slope, and coming from the back, that will fit in like this. Okay. And same thing on the other side. It'll show up just like this. And then underneath there's this bit. It's a headlight brick, brick with side stud, Technic brick component, and that will go in here and just lock the whole thing together very tightly. And it also exposes a stud underneath that we'll use later. Same thing on this side. All right. Then okay. And the next thing we do is take this component, which we made before, and it's going to hang on these headlight bricks. So we'll put it right here. And then latch it down. Okay, so it looks like that. And then this underside component that we made earlier, we're just going to connect in with both of these Technic bricks, the space for the brick with side stud. Oops. Actually, when I put this together earlier, I put the slopes facing the wrong way. So fix that now. Okay. All right, should be back it. So coming down from underneath. And push it like that. Okay, and now you can see the slope comes back and fits just right in, flush with the next 75-degree slope. So. Okay, so next, here I've got this component, which is a headlight brick to headlight brick. There's a plate here. It goes into a Technic brick, which then has plugged into it another headlight brick. So it's giving us a stud reversal. It's 2 round plates on the end. And this will snap in underneath this extension, part of the plate that's extended here. So just like that. We'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay. And now with that in place, I'll put these components on the side. I showed earlier how these went together. And so it's going to connect into this to the stud in this black bit that's pointing down, and flip it back up. You can see it's hiding all these gaps. And do the same thing on this side. Okay. And then to hold these those bits from the rear just nice and tight against the body of the ship, I'm going to take this 1x8 tile and pass it through the ship and connect it up underneath to this component. And when I flip it around, I'll do the same thing on this side. Okay. So this whole, this entire unit in the rear is now held securely. Okay. With that in place, a couple other things we could do around the bottom. So I'm going to, I've got this as a 1x3 plate with a cheese grater. Sorry, 1x3 with a 1x2 plate and a cheese grater. And I'm just going to pop that up in there. And that's supporting then that tile, just holding everything where it needs to be. And then this bit, which I showed earlier together, will now come in upside down. Oops. Or rather, this one, come in upside down this side. Just like that. And do the same thing over here. So the cheese grater, bit, 18 degrees, hold the back, and then this component again from underneath. See how the rear is coming together. And then to polish off this front area underneath, I've got this, which I showed before. It's assembly with a bunch of slopes and some tiles. And I'm going to slip that through around those lift arms and plug it in. It's upside down. Okay. So now moving back to the rear, I showed before how we built this bit. It sort of converges, goes from 6 studs to 3 the end, and it's going to fit into this channel and then connect back in with the main body. And this is sometimes a little tricky to get in there, so we'll see how it goes. going pretty well, actually. And then the tail bit will fit right into that slot and connect in to the brick that we left exposed to carry. So it's looking like this from the rear. And then now up on top, I showed before this bit with this horse hitching. So this is going to just fit in here loose, but snugly. It's not going anywhere. And then this is a couple of rounded slopes, and it will fit on top, lock it in place. Okay. Then one last thing before we move on to the prongs. This component, which we made before, will fit in from the side and connect into this stud in the front. So, and we'll do the same thing over on this side. All right, and now we're ready for the next step. Lastly, we will attach the prongs and the wings. And I'll start with the prongs. And I showed earlier creation of this central section that will hold the prongs. And it's going to fit in right back here into these headlight bricks. So that. And then I'm going to use two 1x3 tiles to latch it. So that'll go over this. There's a red section back here that it'll cover. Around on this side. So the section is locked in place. And now for the in the front, I'll add each of the prongs. So showed earlier, here's what the prongs look like. Okay. And just goes in there like so. On this side. And same thing for this side. Then there's a Technic brick on its side back in there, and that's going to receive this component. So it's so I've got 4 of these plates with top clips on top. It goes down to it's being held by a hinge brick with a 2x2 top, and then we have this wedge that holds the whole thing together. And this will then slide in here and latch in place. Then I have 2 of these assemblies. So this is, again, that nice slope piece with the studs on the end. So in this case, it's got 5 cheese. There's a brick with side stud. And then this is just a 18-degree slope, a cheese, and a brick. And it fits like that. And then this will just come in on the edge. And so it's connecting right in on that jumper that we left exposed in the orange section. And this person, I really like this shape. It's pretty awesome house. Back up. Okay. And now we'll put the outer wings on. Explained earlier how these were made. So you can see the completed assembly, including this black blocking. And this is the segment which will attach it to the ship. Okay. And it's going to go on these 4 exposed studs. And then along the bottom, there's a stud both on the components holding the wing and the main body. And I'm going to use a 1x4 plate to lock it in. So now that segment cannot move, fall off. Same thing for this side. Attach the wing and use the tile to lock it in. Okay, and there's a little play in the wings. I like them out. And that is the completed starfighter. That completes the major assembly. In part 2 of the video, I'll show detailed construction of the cockpit wings and prongs.